The colossal squid has an eye about 27 centimeters wide. That is close to the size of a basketball. It lives in Antarctic darkness, where an eye this large may not be built to find food. It may be built to see the thing hunting it first. The colossal squid is called Mesonociteuthis hamiltoni. It is not the same animal as the giant squid. The giant squid is longer, the colossal squid is heavier. It is the heaviest known invertebrate on Earth. Adults may reach around 7 meters in total length and weigh hundreds of kilograms. The largest measured specimen weighed close to 500 kilograms. Its body is thick, its mantle is broad, its arms are shorter and more muscular than those of a giant squid. Then there are the hooks. The colossal squid has 8 arms and 2 feeding tentacles. Along those arms sit rows of hard, curved hooks. They can rotate. They do not look like ordinary squid suckers. They look like polished claws set into flesh. The hooks are designed to hold something slippery, a fish, another squid, possibly prey struggling in water cold enough to slow everything down. At the center of the arms sits a dark beak. It is not large compared with the animal's body. That makes it worse. The main weapon is hidden inside a crown of hooks, and above it are the eyes. A colossal squid's eyes are the largest known in the animal kingdom. Not simply large for a squid, large compared with any living animal ever measured. The lens alone can be around the size of an orange. The pupil can open wider than a human hand. This is not excess. In black water, every extra millimeter matters. The eye collects faint light, a glow from a jellyfish, a flash from disturbed plankton, a change in the darkness, something moving above, and at the scale of this eye, the creature may detect a warning that smaller animals never see. The colossal squid belongs to the Southern Ocean. It lives around Antarctica and in the cold waters that circle the continent. Adults are thought to remain at depths beyond 1,000 meters. The temperature can sit near freezing. The pressure is more than 100 times greater than at the surface. There is no sunlight. There is no reef. There is no color waiting to be revealed. The water becomes a dark vertical world. Above, ice may cover the sea. Below, the seafloor may be kilometers away. The squid moves in the space between. This is not empty water. Antarctic toothfish pass through the darkness. Lanternfish rise and descend in scattered numbers. Glass squid drift almost invisibly. Jellyfish pulse through black water, giving brief blue flashes that disappear before they can be understood. And sperm whales descend into this same world. They do not need light, they use clicks. Each click moves through the water like a hard pulse. It strikes an object, it returns. The whale builds a picture from sound. For the colossal squid, that picture may be fatal. Sperm whales carry circular scars across their skin. Some are small, some are large enough to show where a squid's suckers or hooks gripped during a struggle. Colossal squid beaks have been found inside sperm whale stomachs, so we know the two animals meet. We know they fight. We know the whale often wins, but the encounter itself remains mostly unseen. A whale drops through the dark. A squid looks upward. One sends sound into the water. The other waits for the first sign that something vast is coming down. That is where the enormous eye becomes more than an oddity. A study of giant and colossal squid vision suggested that an eye around 27 centimeters across may be especially useful for detecting the glow caused by a sperm whale moving through bioluminescent plankton. The whale itself may remain invisible, but its movement disturbs tiny animals in the water. Those animals flash. For a moment, the darkness around the whale becomes visible, not as a body, as a moving field of light. A warning far larger than any single prey item. The colossal squid may be able to see that disturbance from more than 100 meters away. That distance could be the difference between escape and contact. The eye is not giving the squid a clear view of the deep. It is giving the squid advance notice. A small fish sees a flash and reacts. The colossal squid may see an entire section of water change. This explains why the eye is so large. For most visual tasks, larger eyes eventually stop giving enough advantage to justify their cost. But avoiding a diving sperm whale is not an ordinary visual task. The predator is enormous. The water is dark, the signal is faint, and the price of missing it is final. The colossal squid does not need to see every detail. It needs to see the darkness become wrong. Then it can move, not with a graceful escape, not with the speed of a surface fish, but with a sudden burst of jet propulsion driving water through its funnel and forcing its body away from danger. The eye sees the warning, the body reacts, the hooks remain ready, and somewhere behind the squid, something is still clicking. The colossal squid is not a passive animal. Its arms carry hooks for a reason. The middle sections of the arms hold the largest ones. They can turn within their attachments. This may help them maintain a grip when prey twists or pulls away. The tentacle clubs also carry hooks. Once the squid catches something, the prey is drawn inward toward the beak. The beak cuts. A rough-toothed tongue called a radula helps process the food. This is not a soft-bodied animal in the ordinary sense. The mantle is powerful. The arms are armed. The beak is hard. The eyes are built for warning. The colossal squid is a predator shaped by scarcity. In the Southern Ocean, prey is not always close. A chase wastes energy. A missed strike may matter. So the animal is built to make contact count. Its body is also thought to have a relatively slow metabolism for its size that may allow it to survive in a cold world where food arrives unpredictably. It does not need to patrol constantly. It can move through the darkness with restraint. Then the hooks close. The strange part is the contrast. The same animal that may drift almost silently through freezing water can hold prey with rotating hooks. It can face a whale with eyes the size of a basketball. It can disappear into a world where even its outline is uncertain. Subscribe now for more creatures that survive where the rules of the surface no longer apply. For a century, the colossal squid was known mostly through remains. The species was first formally described in 1925. The evidence came from arms found in the stomach of a sperm whale. That is how much of its story began. Not with a live sighting, not with a photograph, with pieces recovered from the body of its predator. Later, fishing vessels accidentally caught adults in Antarctic waters. The specimens were extraordinary, heavy, damaged, often incomplete. Their soft tissues changed after death and ascent. Their eyes were fragile. Their bodies were difficult to preserve. In 2007, a fishing vessel caught a large female colossal squid in the Ross Sea. The specimen was brought to the Museum of New Zealand Te Papa Tongarewa. It weighed nearly 500 kilograms. For years, it became one of the closest things humans had to a complete colossal squid. Scientists could examine its hooks, its beak, its mantle, its eyes. But even a remarkable specimen leaves basic questions unanswered. How does it hunt? How quickly does it move? How does it avoid whales? What does it do when it is not being caught in a net or digested by a predator? The dead body answered only part of the mystery. The living animal remained below. Then, in 2025, a remotely operated vehicle recorded something no human had confirmed before: a live colossal squid in its natural habitat. The footage came from waters near the South Sandwich Islands in the South Atlantic. The vehicle was descending through the water column at around 600 meters. A small translucent squid appeared in the camera's lights. It was only about 30 centimeters long, a juvenile, not the massive adult described in museum records, not the hook-armed animal imagined in old sea monster stories, but it was alive. It was moving freely in the water, and experts confirmed its identity as a colossal squid. The timing was almost exact. 100 years after the animal was first named from remains inside a sperm whale, scientists had finally seen one alive in its own world. The juvenile looked almost delicate. Its body was transparent, its arms were fine. Its eyes were not yet the giant instruments adults are expected to carry. That is what makes the footage unsettling. The enormous adult begins as something nearly invisible, a small glass-like animal in cold water. Then it grows into one of the heaviest invertebrates on Earth. It develops hooks. It develops eyes large enough to watch for whales. And it sinks deeper into a world humans have barely entered. The first live encounter did not solve the mystery. It showed how much of the life cycle still happens out of reach. We still do not know how a colossal squid mates. We have never watched an adult court another adult. We do not know where it lays its eggs. We do not know how long it lives. We do not know how many adults move through the Antarctic deep at this moment. We do not even know what a normal adult encounter looks like in the wild. The colossal squid is not hidden because it is mythical. It is hidden because its home is cold, vast, deep, and almost impossible to search. A camera can descend for hours and travel only a thin line through the water. The squid has the entire Southern Ocean. It can move below ice, through submarine slopes, across water columns deeper than mountains are high, and it can disappear the moment the light arrives. The eye, the size of a basketball, is not a symbol of the animal's power. It may be a symbol of its fear, a giant eye built to catch the faintest warning before a whale reaches it. A creature this large may spend much of its life listening for danger through light, and somewhere beneath Antarctic water, another pair of those eyes may be open now, not looking for us, looking above us.